हेलो नमस्ते गुड इवनिंग, मैं श्रुति पोरवाल मतलब आप सबकी होस्ट और वेलकम टू दुआ क्रिएट्स। तो दोस्तों, दुआ क्रिएट्स के आज के एपिसोड में हम अनुष्का चांडक से खूब सारी बातें करेंगे। तो अनुष्का एक कथक डांसर है, लेकिन वो बहुत प्यारा फोक डांस भी करती है। तो आज हम क्लासिकल डांस और फोक डांस के बारे में कुछ बेसिक जानकारी प्राप्त करेंगे। हाय अनुष्का।
Hi Shruti, thank you for having me. What a wonderful venture. So congratulations first of all.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That means a lot to us. How are you? It's so nice to meet you after a long time, yeah.
I know I've been very good. Work is going on and good work, productive work, so to say. I've been happy.
So nice. Yeah. So अनुष्का शुरू करते हैं कि प्लीज़ बताओ कि डांस तुम्हारी लाइफ में कैसे आया? How did you start?
Not to sound arrogant, but I believe I was born to dance because as a child I would dance a lot, practically being a baby because I was 2 or 3 years old and I would dance and jump around in the house. और पहले ना CDs आती थी और cassettes आती थी, the two-sided ones, and I would finish my meal and then dance to the either entire CD और कैसेट की दोनों साइड्स। तो अराउंड 10 सॉन्ग्स पकड़ लो होते होंगे एंड आई वुड डांस थ्रू इट ऑल एंड लुकिंग एट द enthusiasm, my mother thought it best to initiate me into dancing and training professionally. So what she did is she enrolled me into Bharatnatyam and Kathak both, because even as a child she wanted me to make that decision for myself. So she initiated me. She said at least go to both of these classes for like a year and then you decide.
Wow.
So yeah, I think as a child your inclination is towards where do I have more fun, कहाँ मेरे friends ज़्यादा अच्छे बने हैं, या which teacher do I like the most. I think probably because of that I shifted to Kathak and I chose that. एक बहुत बड़ा किस्सा भी हुआ था बचपन में कि धुलिया में भी एक SNDT है, my hometown, and my family is connected to that college. There was a college gathering going on and I was really little, must be 5 years old, and I was adamant I want to be a part of that gathering because I was seeing everybody dance except for me. But I had nothing prepared, but I insisted that I go on stage. And my mom said, okay, we can manage that, but you have nothing prepared. I said, play Dola Re Dola. It was a thing back then. That song was a big hit. And I improvised the entire song on stage. I really wish I had that confidence right now. But as a kid, I danced the entire song and then only then stepped down from the stage.
That's lovely.
Yeah. That's a fond memory.
So that's how you initiated your dance in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And what do you think that the ideal way should be, like if anyone wants to get into the dancing, what should be the ideal way?
I will go to two perspectives about this question. One is the learner, ideal situation of a learner first, that when you initiate into a new discipline, be absolutely non-judgmental towards it. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि आप कोई परफॉर्मेंस देखकर बहुत इंस्पायर हो जाते हैं, then you say I want to be able to dance like this. But sometimes when it is classical dance forms or forms that need very high level of technique, it's also daunting in a way. So first of all, enter with an absolutely non-judgmental attitude, because जो आपने स्टेज पे देखा है that is तैयार परफॉर्मेंस, उसके पीछे वाला प्रोसेस आपको स्टेज पे नहीं दिखेगा कि उन्होंने कितने साल प्रैक्टिस की है उसकी. एंड सेकंड, बिलीव इन द प्रोसेस, हैव सम पेशेंस, क्योंकि इवन राइट नाउ विद सोशल मीडिया आई अंडरस्टैंड कि अभी वो कोरियोग्राफी क्लासेस होती है, राइट. सो इवन व्हेन समवन गोज टू लर्न अ सर्टेन डिसिप्लिन, कई बार अभी न्यू लर्नर्स में ये मैं देख रही हूँ कि ये तो ठीक है लेकिन आप हमको कोरियोग्राफी सिखा दीजिए या फिर कॉम्पोजिशन सिखा दीजिए. आई से आपको हस्तक ही नहीं आया है, आपको मूवमेंट नहीं आया है, मैं कोरियोग्राफी पे कैसे जाऊँ? So have that patience and understand that there's a learning curve of everything and be a sponge. Get out the best of whatever you are learning, the fundamentals of what you're learning. अगर आज तक मेरी गुरु मनीषा ताई, she's 70 years old, she still does all the hastaks with us till date. इसका मतलब अभी तक कुछ तो है वो फंडामेंटल में जिससे अभी भी शी हैज सम टेक अवे एवरी सिंगल टाइम. वो नाच रही है उनके बचपन से एंड 70 years of her life she still thinks there is something new she'll find doing the same hastak till today. So what I'm saying is understand the potential of what you are learning and given for the mentor that you're choosing, choose an equally non-judgmental mentor who understands that probably dance is not going to be your life like it is for them. They are professionals, so maybe their priorities or their importance to dance is different, yours is different, you're coming from a different life. So choose a mentor who is empathetic enough, is compassionate, and you're good to go.
परफेक्ट. आर्ट में एक्सप्लोर करना क्या होता है?
Interesting. Again, I have two segments of exploration. The first is जो है उसको explore करो, and second is आपके creation में नई चीज़ें explore हो जाती है. What I mean to say by this is when at least you are beginning to learn, do the first segment first. कि जो अब तक ऑलरेडी किया गया है, एस्टैब्लिश्ड है, उसी को एक्सप्लोर करते जाओ. आर्ट टुडे इज़ सो एक्सटेंसिव. उसमें से पॉपुलर जो आपको ऊपर बहुत सरफेस पे दिखता है वो प्रॉबली इट्स अ परसेंट. देयर इज 99% कॉम्पोजिशंस दैट आर इक्वली ब्यूटिफुल, इक्वली ब्रिलियंट, इक्वली इंट्रिकेट. आपने बस वो एक्सप्लोर नहीं की है अब तक. So before you go and create, first explore अब तक क्या क्या exist करता है already. नहीं तो कल को आप कुछ करने जाओगे and then you will realize that oh this has already been done. Just like you say you need to understand the history to determine the future, it's the absolute same thing with art also. Explore what exists, explore the beauty in it, really appreciate it, and then go towards creating. When you are creating then you will explore more कि अब ये इतना मेरा knowledge है and मेरा bandwidth इतना है, अब इसमें से मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ and the best product I can get out of this knowledge. It's like learning a language per se. कि सबसे पहले if I learn a language I'll not directly go and create a poetry, will I? I will first read every kind of literature that exists. I will understand the genres of writing first. Once I've gotten that knowledge, I've explored it enough, then I have the liberty to explore myself now. What do I want to say?
लेकिन वो पता कैसे चलेगा कि okay now this is the phase where I have to start exploring?
I think with time, with some maturity, you will get there.
The maturity in art.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. Or in life also. You'll have something to say when you are mature in life. Right? So, I think you reach that maturity step by step. Again, going back to having that sort of patience.
Patience is important.
When you think I'm able to fully appreciate what's been already established and put in front of me, and now I'm also able to take derivatives from it that probably other people are not, that are very unique derivatives. तब शायद आप क्रिएशन में एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए तैयार है. जब मैंने एक शो देखा, जब ऐसे तो अच्छा ही था, लेकिन मुझे उससे कुछ और स्ट्राइक हुआ जो शायद किसी और को नहीं हुआ होगा. इट्स वेरी यूनिक. दैट डेरिवेटिव इज़ वेरी यूनिक. इट्स गिविंग birth to a very unique thought in me. That's when probably I am ready to make that exploration with my creation.
अनुष्का, तुम्हारा बैचलर्स कथक का जो है वो ललित कला केंद्र से किया है,
Yes.
फ्रॉम पुणे यूनिवर्सिटी.
Yes.
सो हाउ ललित हैपेंड टू यू?
Funny story.
प्लीज टेल मी.
So I completed my Visharad Kathak mein when I was in my hometown, and at that point I wanted to be, I don't know, practical. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was also good at design and fine art. मेरा हाथ अच्छा था. तो I gave all these entrances for design, for fine art, JJ वगैरह की मैंने दी exams, and I got into NIFT. So NIFT is National Institute of Fashion Technology, and I got the Hyderabad branch, and I went there, you know, being the hopeful girl that I was back then, and it started all right, nothing wrong with the college, but I seemed to miss performing or just moving terribly. I was found more in my auditoriums than I was in my classrooms. और वहाँ पे क्योंकि जब एक ईयर इनिशिएट होता है तो बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स होते रहते हैं. There's orientation, then freshers, then something department introduction. There's always something or the other going on. And I was very invested. Even my professors would question me कि तुम रहती कहाँ हो? Why are you always in the auditorium when we ask you where you are? So that sort of, I think, struck a chord with me कि I need to reflect now, take this seriously. This is not just something happening
Hobby
to
or
me.
something.
Yeah, I need to take this seriously. And my mom, she belonged to Pune. उनका मैका पुणे का है. So she knew about Lalit Kala Kendra, and she proposed that, you know, if you want to drop off and come to Lalit, then do. And I'm very thankful to my parents. They gave me that liberty to drop off from my college in the first semester itself. And yeah, and that's how Lalit Kala happened.
Beautiful. Any funny kissa you can say?
Funny, I mean, there are so many, but I think all in all I can sum up my experience like this. I'm actually very grateful for the fact that all three departments function together in Lalit, and that is why even with your art, you're not just dancing or just singing or whatever your discipline is, you get a little more holistic view of art performance in general. Music, though, obviously it's like directly related to me. I made great friends, but also with, let's say, theatre, I would observe them. मैंने in fact गरबा के बारे में भी, when I was teaching in a lecture, I told them the word play is very important. क्योंकि sports is what you play sports. Have you ever seen a choreographed sport? कि पहले ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, except for, let's say, gymnastics.
Of course.
Or
They have their
synchronized
own
swimming.
sequence.
Yeah, but still they call it playing a sport because it's very, very alive in that moment. And no matter how choreographed and how prepared you go on the stage, you can't be just mechanically executing it. That play part of it, I think I understood from theatre कि उसको अलाइव कैसे करना है. कोरियोग्राफ्ड वो हो सकता है, लेकिन उसका प्ले बन रहा है क्या, दैट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो द होलिस्टिक लर्निंग ऑफ all three departments coming together, I think, was beautiful. Now when I look back at it, it's funny, but when I came first to Pune, I got enrolled with Maneesha Tayi, and she was very nice to me, and she said class तो कल से शुरू होगा, आज शाम को मेरा एक function है where my girls are performing, so just come, I'll give you the pass and just see how everything is here in Pune, you'll understand the culture. I said okay. I went. I remember crying that day because I felt so inferior. The training that I was coming from, very honestly, did not match up to the levels of what you see in Pune. Yeah, and of course I did not have that sort of guidance or exposure back in my hometown. It's a small town. So I remember coming here and thinking विशारद करके भी मुझे कुछ आता तो है नहीं practically, and I remember I cried watching that performance. I was very daunted and I was very intimidated that now I have to go here, but I think things got okay eventually.